So they, y'all step outside for a minute, and we'll call y'all back in when we ready for you. Verse 16, saying, what shall we do to these men? For that indeed a notable miracle hath been done by them, is manifest to all them that dwell in Jerusalem, and we cannot deny it. So they like, all right, so what we're going to do? A notable miracle has been done. It's manifest to everybody in Jerusalem. We can't deny it. Everybody see what happened. We know this man was crippled. He couldn't walk, and now he's walking. And so what are we going to do about this? Because obviously we can't allow this to continue to happen. Because you know why? If we allow this to continue to happen, there goes our business. They're going to stop coming to the temple, or they're going to stop listening to us and paying us their tithes and offerings. I bet these 501c3 corporations that's listening, they're like, hey, well, turning their mouth all sideways. Yeah, because that's what y'all are about. You're about the money. And that's why a lot of y'all don't like Hebrew Israelite, whatever y'all want to call us. And they call us black Hebrew. See, they always give you some type of name and title, and it's a negative connotation. Like when the scripture says they were called Christians first in Antioch, the disciples didn't call themselves Christians. He said that the disciples were called Christians. They was called Christians by non-believers, by Japhet Gentiles and Edomites, and by non-believing Hebrew Israelites. They called them Christian. It had a negative connotation. They turned the nose up, them Christians. So the disciples never called themselves Christian. It was a negative word. They didn't call themselves Christian. They called themselves disciples. And so that's they label us black Hebrew. We don't call ourselves black Hebrew Israelite. We don't even the word black. We was labeled as black. All the names that they call us, black Americans, African Americans, they labeled us, and we just accept all those names. But who we are Hebrew Israelite. That's Hebrew is our native tongue, our native language. That's the language we spoke before it was stripped away from us. We spoke Hebrew. That's why we are Hebrews. Israelite is because that's who we are. We're of the 12 tribes of Israel, so we are Israelites. According to scriptures, we believe that by faith, and according to what the scripture says. That's who we are as a people. But the world is never going to acknowledge that about us. So we acknowledge that ourselves. But the world, they don't like us calling it, so they say them black Hebrew Israelite. They give it a negative connotation. Because they say we black. They labeled us black. We didn't label ourselves black. So everything black has a negative connotation. And so this is what's going on. He says, what shall we do to these men? These men that they're talking about is Peter and John. They are Hebrew Israelites. That's who they are. They are of the seed of Abraham, of the southern kingdom of Judah. They're Jews. For indeed a notable miracle has been done by them. And so what they're preaching, that Jesus is the Messiah, Yahusha, and that he rose from the dead, and that this man got healed. Well, whatever they're preaching, this man got healed. And so we know that that's going against what we're telling the people about Judaism. And we really doing it for the money, but we can't say that out loud, but that's really why we're doing it. And that's why all these 501c3 corporations exist, for the money. All these pastors, preachers, and teachers of the Antichrist church system, they know they're doing it for the money. And so they're trying to figure out what to do with Peter and John because they can't deny what happened. Verse 17.